You're live with BBC News. Let's turn now to another major story. News that Finland's bid to join NATO is about to become a reality. NATO's Secretary-General said the country will officially become a member of the military alliance on Tuesday. It's been fast-tracked because of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Well, here's Jens Stoltenberg making that announcement in Brussels.
This is a historic week. Tomorrow we will welcome Finland as the 31st member of NATO, making Finland safer and our alliance stronger. We will raise the Finnish flag for the first time here at the NATO headquarters. It will be a good day for Finland's security, for Nordic security, and for NATO as a whole.
Well, that was Jens Stoltenberg. Paul Adams, our diplomatic correspondent, gave me his analysis.
It's one that it is a significant moment, Matthew, and it's one that's been coming since last year, when it was clear that that Sweden and Finland were both on a fast track to join the alliance. And indeed, Jens Stoltenberg, speaking earlier today, was at pains to point out that this has been the fastest accession process in the alliance's history, and making it clear once again that this was a direct result of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, pointing out that, as he said early on last year, that Russia had declared that its intention was to have less NATO presence in Eastern Europe, and that the result of its invasion of Ukraine was the exact opposite, that NATO's border with Russia was now going to double as a result of Finland's accession to the alliance, and that in Finland, NATO is acquiring an extremely capable ally with large, well-developed, well-maintained armed forces, with dozens of the latest American-made fighter jets and so forth. So this is a really big moment for the alliance. It enhances the alliance's capability and is a clear rebuff to everything Vladimir Putin said he wanted to see in Europe.
Exactly on that point, Paul. For decades, Vladimir Putin really aggrieved by NATO expansion. The irony of all of this is, post that invasion of Ukraine, he's now got more NATO on his doorstep.
Yes, and you know, this time last year, or a little earlier than this time last year, support for NATO membership in Finland was, pretty hit and miss. But you saw that climbing sharply after the invasion. It became an absolute inevitability, frankly, by the middle of last year, that Finland would join. And so this is really, a complete reversal of what Moscow would see as its interests. Of course, it's an incomplete process in as much as it does not yet include Sweden. That is because Turkey continues to have problems with the Swedish accession due to what Turkey sees as a rather lax attitude on the part of the Swedish authorities towards Kurdish exiles who the Turks see as terrorists. That is something that Turkey says it has seen Finland taking action on to its satisfaction, and that is why we're seeing Finland joining and not Sweden. Although the NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg said he expects Sweden to follow pretty soon, and that by the next NATO summit in the summer, both countries would be members.
Well, that was Paul Adams. We'll play you an interview I just did with the US ambassador to NATO in just a moment, but I'm